We saw from the last video, the finish looks really good. So you'd think it's time to print. So let's try to do that. I'm going to double click on the mount piece. So I'm just highlighting that. I'm going to export that as an STL file. Save a copy as. I'm going to replace mount.stl. Replace it, yes. I'm going to go over to Prusa Slicer. Let's add that in. So we're going to go to laptop screen, second screen, open it. And what we're going to see is it's too big. I can try changing its orientation, but no matter what I do, I could try turning it this way, like diagonally this way. And I can diagonally put it up this way. Nope, that's not what I want. Pretty much no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to be outside the print area. I can kind of close here, but I'm still missing a significant portion of the part. Unfortunately, the 8x8x8 bed, there's no way I can print this big of a piece. So for right now, I'm going to have to split it up. Later, at some point in the far future, I might have a printer that fits larger items, at which point then I just print this and I'd be all done. But let's split this up into two pieces so we can actually make it so that we have this printable and then assemble after the fact. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to manually open the mount by itself. It's going to take a moment. I'm then going to save this off as two parts. Unfortunately, they're mirror images of each other, so I can't just make one of them and use it twice. So I'm going to just take and put a work plane. I'm going to use work plane, and I'm going to select one far end, and I'm going to select the other far end. And if I go look at this from the top, I'm going to rotate it so I can actually switch the right way. In fact, I'm going to redefine this as my front. And I'm going to redefine this as the home view. So now I'm going to split this apart into two things. So I'm going to start a sketch on the side of this and just sort of like doing a test print. I'm just going to draw a big honking circle. It doesn't matter how big it is or what shape it is. I'm going to extrude, and I'm going to take and cut the first time. And I'm going to go all. I'm going to do OK. I'm going to do File, Save As, and I'm going to save this as Mount dash right. And then I'm going to take and that's fine. I'm going to hit the home view. I'm now going to hit that same extrusion, and I'm going to just change the direction. And I'm going to save this, File, Save As. Mount dash left. Now I can go back and reassemble that in my main view. So I'm going to now delete this part from it. Hit yes. And I'm going to place mount right and mount left into my model. And I can just assemble these straight up by constraining, mating the two front sides together. Apply, and I can flush the inside surfaces. Nope. And I can flush the tops. That's going to put the pieces together. I am going to jump into one of the pieces and just change it from red to a blue color, just so it's easy to tell apart. How about magenta? Return. Now I can put these back into place how they go. So I'm going to constrain. I know this big back thing goes against the back of the monitor. I know the bottom surface of this goes against the bottom of this. And I know the side of it goes roughly, although not perfectly, against the inside of this panel. Apply. And now we're back to where we were, but now this is two pieces. Now that could be good enough. Maybe I could glue them together and be perfect, but I really don't trust this. I want to make it a really good fit, so we're actually going to screw this together, which we'll cover that in the next video.